the PBC when they say Colombian. His parents are for Colombia, but not him. His whole life he's been fighting in Canada. So stop it. Anyways, um,
Okay.
no, it's true. Yeah, PBC, they're just trying to pull one over
You
on
think
us.
you think they're still floating it?
The Keith Thurman, hell yeah,
Yes.
hell yeah. I don't
It's
think
not real.
not if
All
Danny
right.
gets hurt or something happens in
Yeah, right.
training, and then we're gonna have another Samuel Vargas fight. I mean, he's done this now for three. Look at for 3 years. Danny Garcia could have fought in anyone. Why am I supposed to think this is changing in 17? Come on.
Okay. Let me give you another one that occurred last week.
Wow.
Triple G versus Jacobs. The bid purse is out. This is on.
No, no, no. I thought Danny. No, they have to go to bid, right? The WBA has to
Yes.
order one. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
They're
Because
ordering
Danny,
the bid,
yeah, they
but the
fucking
fight's
outpriced
real.
themselves. No, yeah.
Yeah, but the fight's real. That's
Unless
happening.
unless Danny Jacobs doesn't like the offer, then he'll just drop. You don't need to fight him.
Right.
It's got to be the right offer. It's insane. Is that my phone? Sorry, Lee.
No, it's okay.
Um, Danny Jacobs did all that talking on social media and nothing in the negotiating table. They couldn't come up to an agreement. Like I'm tired of hearing the money. I go back to Floyd. Floyd would have hated himself when he first signed with HBO and said they are giving me slave like wages. Floyd would have hated that guy, but
Well,
that's what he has created. He made that comment, and now as a promoter, he's trying to switch it up because he knows now as a promoter how hard it is to make $1 in boxing. It ain't easy,
absolutely.
people. It is not
So,
easy. These guys are asking for hundreds of thousands. Dude, Floyd was talking about going to Al Heyman, Lee. He's like, I got to go talk to Al Heyman and tell him to stop overpaying. Can you believe that?
yeah, that's pretty crazy. Per the rules of the WBA, Golovkin is
Al
entitled to a
Heyman made him.
75. Yeah, I agree. Per the rules of the WBA, Golovkin is entitled to a 75-25 split of a head-to-head purse. Jacobs attempted to modify the terms to be a little more favorable to a 60-40 for Golovkin.
60,
The WBA
40.
Championship Committee voted against it. Wah, wah.
Hey, I'll tell you this. Everyone, how many people do you think you have to ask? Do you know who Daniel Jacobs is in any city before he says, someone says, yeah? Serious, 60-40, Lee, 60-40. It's just like Samuel Vargas. We're supposed to, all you PBC lovers that keep saying that the media is wrong for being hard on them, too much criticism. Seriously, Samuel Vargas, that's who we're supposed to sell. That's who we're going to go tell everyone. No one even knows this guy. Stop it. You guys are stupid, delusional. Keith Thurman should be fighting Danny Garcia. He don't need a damn warm-up fight. He's been warming up for 3 years. Danny, come on. What injuries have you had? What big problems have you had for 3 years? Get out of here.
And the last news story of last week and this week,
No, I
carrying
want to
through
keep
to
going. Find
Okay.
something. No, I'm just kidding.
Fine. Well, you're going to like this story. Canelo, who can't seem to fight anybody, has promised that he'll fight 3 times in 2017.
Right. All welterweights. That's the problem.
Yeah, or lightweights. I mean, whatever.
Danny Garcia
Whatever.
and Keith Thurman are probably going to be him.
Right. I mean, who cares? Welterweights, lightweights, whatever. Just come on up to middleweight.
I did hear his camp say possible he moves up to 158, if that's even a freaking division, Lee. But yeah, 158, here we come. Still no Triple G fight. No.
Zhu Shiming making his return on the Pacquiao Vargas undercard, as well as Nonito Donaire. Top Rank is stacking this card on November the 5th.
Yes, they are. That Donaire fight's going to be interesting. Who's the opponent? Do they have the list of the undercard?
Yeah, actually, I have the whole thing in front of me. So he is, because I got the undercard, I got the times for all the. Nonito's fighting Oscar Valdez.
Yes, undefeated Olympian. Very good fight there. That could be Valdez.
Jesse Magdaleno's on the card.
Yep.
Olympian Teofimo Lopez is on the card. Olympian Robson Conceição is on the card. Don't everybody get mad at me, but yeah. Jesse Magdaleno, Nonito Donaire, Oscar Valdez. It's a stacked card.
Yep.
It is a legit stacked card. And then for us, the press, I get to see Jesse Vargas work out, because apparently Manny Pacquiao doesn't work out for the press. Everybody else does. It's hilarious to me.
I think for this one, Lee, they're going to keep him away from the press. I told you, get the microphone away from him, and maybe that's a part of it, bro. Because Manny, right now, the way Manny thinks, it's just not right for kids and stuff that look up to him. We really don't need him preaching the things that he's been saying lately.
I rarely say this about going to a fight. I'm going to the Wednesday press conference. Like, I have to go.
See how many guys.
Chance,
Manny, give us your thoughts on your president. That's all they're going to say.
Yeah, right. That's all it's going to be. Like, I'm waiting for somebody from USA Today to drop the bomb just so we can all have that sound clip of him going, oh, he's okay.
Yeah.
I like him.
God granted him the power to murder. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean.
Even though I was a drug user that cleaned up, everyone after me totally aren't. They should all be whacked.
Updates out of the Kovalev camp. They're feeling pretty strong about his chances against Andre Son of God Ward.
They should if they watch the last two fights. He's got no arm, Lee. Andre Ward needs a right arm in this fight. There's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. As a southpaw, he looked terrible. He switched back to the right-handed position because of it. And his right hand's not there right now. First time I thought he was injured. Second time, no, there's something else. There's something else. And if Kovalev and his team are watching those tapes and they're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing, I'm pretty confident going into that fight too. Now, with that being said, Ward's my guy. Ward's never proved everyone wrong. Excuse me. He proves everybody wrong. So he's probably going to prove someone wrong again on November 19th. They know how to take away the best weapon of their opponent. That's what Andre and Virgil Hunter do a great thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what Bernard Hopkins thought with Kovalev as well.
No, you're absolutely right.
And he's better at it
than anyone. Yes,
way better than anybody else at it. And he got worked like I'll say it. He was a bitch in that ring. Like I've never even seen that shit.
He ran.
I've never seen that in the ring where somebody was so literally broken down ring. And how tough, I mean, is Bernard Hopkins at that age to take that beating?
Yep.
There was no way he was going down. He was not going down.
Yep. No Oscar in him, huh? No fist pounding the canvas with Bernard. You're right.
No, Bernard's a man.
Yep.
Bernard's a legit man. Announced last week. I know you're excited. Amir Khan is back.
Oh, fuck. This guy
coming off of his.
Who's he fighting? Is it a warm-up fight or a drug test? What's he doing?
No, he. I know that he and David Hay enrolled in the WBC Clean program, but I saw it and I'm trying to find it. But I saw where they announced that he's fighting.
Well, look, he's been trying to fight everyone. He's even talking the Cal Brook thing again. You might have seen him versus the Cal Brook story. Cal Brook's got so many outs right now, Lee. They're talking Canelo. They're talking Cotto. They're talking Khan at Wembley Stadium. And if I'm Cal Brook, I go Amir Khan, Wembley Stadium. If you're going to do 100,000, what is that? The thing does 80, 100,000, I forget, but it's a big one. It's the biggest one out there. These two guys can do it. Cal Brook is a star. He was a star before Triple G, and his popularity only went up with the fight that he put in against Triple G. So that could be a possibility. Amir Khan he has to know he's on his way out of the sport. Just too many.
They're talking Cal Brooks in London.
Yeah, that's a nice fight.
As of Wednesday of last week, Special K Brooks versus Amir Khan in London at Wembley Stadium. And it would probably sell out.
Yes, because Amir Khan has a big fan base. The kid was in the Olympics. When he came out, I always thought of Amir Khan as a poor man's Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya gold, Khan silver, Oscar Mexican, bigger fan base. Khan Middle Eastern, but in the UK has a decent fan base too. But he just wasn't De La Hoya. But now, I mean, he's going to give his fans, all those people that supported him this time, because, dude, Lee, he's got like 2 million followers. 4 million followers or something like that on social media. He is very liked. That's what Mayweather was trying to cash in on in that short period of time. But him and Cal Brooks should put on a fight out there. It'd be a good one.
Anything else you want to add? It's a good show.
Yeah,
covered a lot of news. We fired out a lot of news, man.
Miguel Cotto. Who is he going to fight?
Wow, you found a story about Miguel Cotto?
No, it's on the top of my head. I got to think of it though, but I forgot it.
All right.
Nope, I forgot.
What do you feel about the new VADA clean screen that all the boxers are getting into?
It's a good thing because obviously the one Floyd was using was a show, was a hoax. So they're trying another route now to make sure the sport stays clean. Lee, I don't know if we're supposed to want steroids in the sport or not because as a young man, I'm only 36, right? So I'm still young. I don't know how many of my athletes during my time of living have been using. So if they've all been using for all this time, well then no, I don't want it to go away because I like my sports. And what I think we need to stop is we can't have it out in the public. We don't want kids taking steroids too young because they think that's the only way to make it big. We want you to make that decision in college, you see, not in high school. So that is my biggest thing with steroids. I don't know if they belong in sports or not. I truly don't because it seems like without steroids, we wouldn't have sports because some of these injuries, you need them to get back. So just don't let the kids know you're doing it, guys. That's how I feel.
And a couple last little quick ones.
Is that my locker room talk?
No, yeah, right. Since we've been a little slow, Mayweather and McGregor talks have started back up again.
Yeah, he knocked out
shame on
someone.
you. By the way, shame on you, Steve Kim, for retweeting anything McGregor.
No, and McGregor supposedly knocked out somebody in training. They got it on video, so all of a sudden he's a boxer.
No, McGregor got the whole thing.
No, he knocked out someone, correct?
Yeah, no, I think he got he got popped. Yeah, McGregor got beat.
He got popped. Well,
the other way around.
Starting that again then.
And last but not least, a story that showed up in the LA Daily News, made its way on Friday's Around the Horn. Story on Eric Gomez. You may ask, who is Eric Gomez? For those of you who don't know, he went from originally just working, sweeping up and unfolding chairs at Golden Boy events to becoming the matchmaker, to becoming senior vice president, and was just recently named the president of Golden Boy.
Yep.
And well deserved. You know Eric Gomez, don't you?
Yes. No, he's a good guy. He, like you said, Lee's been there from the beginning. Hopefully he knows something. He should have taken something being around all these big fights. Look, one thing being Oscar De La Hoya's right-hand man through his whole career is what a big fight looks like. Oscar's done almost all of them in the last generation of boxing. So, or last 2 decades of boxing, excuse me. So no, Eric, this is not like a move that I think a lot of people are going to think is good. We're going to have to let Eric play the role for a while before I think we can judge him. Because is he someone that's experienced in this? No, of course not. His matchmaking skills weren't the best in the beginning.
But he's super loyal to Oscar.
Yeah. No,
they went to school together. We're all from East LA originally, but we all ran in the same circles, actually. Yeah. They're younger than me, but yeah, loyalty is everything. I mean, that's Oscar basically has gotten the shaft every time he hasn't stuck to being loyal.
That's right. They tried to take his company, Richard Schaefer.
They tried. That'll do it. Richard Schaefer tried. I wouldn't have been surprised if he took Schaefer back as the president. That would have been even funnier.
Yeah.
So all of you, tune in, sign up, get Fight Net Radio on your iHeartRadio, iTunes. Get ready. This is your 3rd episode of the week. You should have listened to the other 2. There's a great show about the Raiders and another one about Floyd Mayweather. So go back and listen to those episodes. We will be back at the end of this week and record even more fine shows for you to keep you guys up to date on boxing, or just to continue entertaining the boxing writers who I think are all just ludicrous and comical on some level.
It's almost November. It's almost November, you guys.
That's all this is, right? That's all we're waiting for.
Yes, sir.
Like, we have 27 fights in the month of November, and then nothing until January. Ridiculous. It's like I go to Vegas every other day throughout the month of November. That's just insane. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. We appreciate all of you listening. Again, sign up at iHeartRadio, iTunes, and get your tickets. November 5th. Book your rooms. Should I do a room check for you guys? Next week, I'll do a room check and tell you where to stay, save a couple of bucks. It's a good chance the prices aren't that bad at Thomas and Mack.